So, why is it that the more out of control life feels, especially with money, the more we want to buy stuff? Like bills are due, you're stressed, your card is crying, and somehow you're still in a checkout line convincing yourself you deserve that thing. I'm Amber, today's host for the Debt Free Dad podcast. Myself and my husband paid off over $54,000 in just 20 months, and we have been living debt free outside of our mortgage since 2018. Today, I'm diving into something a lot of people deal with, but almost nobody talks about. It's not just I'm bad with money or I'm impulsive. There's actually psychology behind this, real studies, real data. And when you understand what's going on in your brain, you can finally break this cycle instead of living in it. Let's start with the obvious. When life feels chaotic, when money is tight, when you feel like you can't catch a break, you get stressed. You feel anxious. You feel powerless. And humans hate feeling powerless. Research shows, and I'm going to link all of this in the show notes, that when we're stressed or upset, our brain looks for fast relief. Something quick, something easy, something that feels like control. And you know what offers all three? Buying something. A 2024 study using the iPace model actually shows that people who have a harder time regulating emotions, stress, sadness, frustration, are more likely to use shopping as a coping mechanism, not because they want the item, but because they want the relief. This is why a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck fall into this trap. It's not because they're irresponsible, it's because they're overwhelmed. And buying something creates this tiny pocket of, okay, that felt good. Life doesn't suck for the next 5 minutes. But then the bill comes, and now you've added more stress to the pile you were trying to escape from in the first place. With that purchase comes that little hint of happiness because it's real. Buying something releases dopamine, the same chemical behind excitement and motivation. The add to cart button is designed to make you feel good. But here's the kicker, it's temporary and very temporary at that. Psychology Today and Homewood Health both talk about how emotional spending gives people a little boost, but the crash is brutal. It's kind of like sugar. You feel guilt, regret, embarrassment. You tell yourself, seriously, why did I think a $40 cup was going to fix my life? And that shame often leads to more spending. It becomes a cycle. Feel bad, buy something. Feel better for 10 minutes, feel worse, buy something again. And it digs the financial hole deeper and deeper every single time. Now, this blows people's minds. You'd think that people who are broke or living paycheck to paycheck would spend the least. But research shows the opposite can be true. When you feel out of control, when you feel behind, when you feel like everyone else is living this perfect Instagram life, you're even more likely to spend money you don't have because buying becomes hope. Buying becomes the escape. Buying becomes a moment where you feel like you're not struggling, even though you still are. There's a study on consumer indebtedness that talks about how a mix of stress, impulsivity, the way online shopping platforms are designed makes vulnerable people even more vulnerable, especially with one click checkout, pay later buttons, targeted ads. My gosh, you look something up for 1 second because you're curious, and the ads are relentless. Companies know what they're doing. They study this stuff too, just for the opposite reasons we're talking about. So let's discuss what to do instead. Because this podcast is about actually helping you move forward, not just pointing out problems. Number one, start paying attention to your emotional triggers. Next time you're reaching for your phone or adding something to your cart, ask yourself one question. Am I buying this because I need it or because I'm trying to change how I feel right now in this moment? That one question alone can stop so many impulse buys. Number two, delay the purchase. Try a 24-hour or heck, even a 48-hour rule for anything non essential. If you still want it after 2 days, at least the decision wasn't emotional. Number three, find other ways to get that feel good hit: a walk, a hobby, calling a friend, journaling, literally anything that doesn't cost money. And number four, get a simple money system in place: a budget, a spending plan, tracking purchases. You've heard us talk about it over and over again. Clarity creates control. And when you start to feel more in control, that urge to buy your happiness slowly fades. And I'll be honest, when my husband and I were deep in debt, we weren't going out and buying $1,000 things. It was the small treats, the $20 here, the $15 there, Amazon showing up at the door like a parade. It wasn't the items, it was the feeling. I was stressed. I felt behind. I felt like everyone else had it together but us. And in those little purchases, I felt a moment of okay. But I paid for that moment of okay for a very long time. Once I understood that I wasn't actually buying items, I was buying the feeling, everything changed. So if you take nothing else from this episode, take this. You can't buy your way out of stress. You can't buy your way into control. You can't buy long term happiness with short term purchases, but you can build control one choice at a time, one pause at a time, one not today at a time. If you want more help getting back into the driver's seat with your money, check out our free resources at debtfreedad.com. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me today. We will see you on the next episode.
Now, listen, if you're ready to break free from living paycheck to paycheck, which if you're listening, I hope you are. You want to reduce financial stress. You want to build savings. You want to finally pay off debt for good, but you're not sure where to get started. Don't worry. We've got you covered here at Debt Free Dad. Simplify My Money is sent each Sunday to your email. We make it easy. And Simplify My Money, it's your step-by-step roadmap to better financial control. And you're also going to learn easy to follow strategies to manage your money effectively. You're going to get stress-free money decisions that will help you simplify your financial life with proven tips that actually work. You're also going to gain the tools and the confidence to tackle your financial goals head on. You can sign up for Simplify My Money by clicking the link at the top of the show notes.